Tons of stones in Dokkan's 9th anniversary part 2. But when will we see Beast Gohan and the Gammas? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking a look at the part 2 campaign info that has dropped over here on Global Dokkan. I'm going to figure out how many stones we are getting, but most importantly, when we can expect to see Beast Gohan. After all, him, Orange Piccolo, and the Gammas are all over this part 2 info. If anybody wasn't aware, they are the next Part 2 LRs for this 9th anniversary celebration, following the Gogeta and the Broly. The theme, after all, is Dragon Ball Super, following specifically the Super movie. So let's start by taking a look at what's available in game. So we're going to have more missions, right? So the missions are going to get us about 15 more Dragon Stones. So really cool stuff. Of course, more collection of the Tons of Thanks tickets missions, so make sure you're doing those when they become available. They should be available by 8:30 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time. That's 2:30 for you Eastern Time, folks. We'll be getting a couple more stones via the 7th anniversary, or the 7 Great Super missions. I think we get, if I check here in game, I don't think it's that many stones, right? It's just a couple of stones, and by the end, if you complete all the missions, you end up with something like you get a special title, I think, once you complete all of them. But it's only like 2 or 3 stones. It's not a whole lot. And then, of course, we have this new Superheroes of Tomorrow event. So that is this one, the Stay Strong Superheroes Tomorrow. So there's only 2 stages, which will net you 2 stones each, right, for the difficulty. But then you can get these water bottles right here every day that you complete the event. The more times you clear it, the more of these bottles you collect. And then by the end of the anniversary, by the 12th, you can exchange these water bottles for Dragon Stones, and I do believe it's up to 30 is the total amount you can get. So I mean, it's a pretty good deal, right? So that's 30 more Dragon Stones on top of what we got. So if we go back to where we were, right, that's 2, that's 32, that's another 3, that's 35 plus the login. We're already at roughly 50 Dragon Stones right there, just on those alone. And don't forget, you're getting 3 Dragon Stones every day for logging in too, so don't forget about that. We'll have the next Supreme Magnificent Battle stages versus UI Goku, Blue Evolution Vegeta, and Trunks. And of course, you'll get 5 stones for each of those stages, right? So stage where is it? Stage 4. So that's 55, 60, and 65 stones right there. Plus, if you complete UI Goku with the special all types mission, you'll get another 5. So that puts us at 70 Dragon Stones, including 1, 2, and 3 more Dragon Stones. So 73 Dragon Stones right there. So pretty good deal, all things considered. We'll have the new stages of the Super Warrior Memorial for the Beerus. And so before we had gotten up to stage 3, so we'll get, right? I believe it is stage 3. Yeah. So we'll get 2 more. So right, that's 75, 77, 79 stones there. Plus, of course, when we awaken him to an LR and level up his super attack, that's another 2. So that's 81 Dragon Stones right there. So pretty good. And we'll get the next stages for Frieza's Endless Ambition, and that's another, what is it? That's another 2, all right, because we did get up to stage 3, right? So that's another 2, another 4, so that's 85 stones, and you're not gonna get anything else in terms of missions there. So we can just move on there. So pretty good deal. We have another burst mode against the Frieza event and the Angel Golden Frieza one. So there's 2 categories for this: time limit and, or not time limit, joined forces, and I believe the other one is power of wishes. So that'll get you 20 dragon stones right there for completion of this. So make sure you do that. We'll have a guide out when that drops on the 21st. As well, on the 21st, we'll also be getting another Easy A stage, right, for the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and that will get us another 33 dragon stones. So add the 20 to there, right? That's 105. That's another 138 stones with the the Evo Ken Easy A, and then of course we've got the extremely intense Saiyan Clash. That's this event here. It'll get you 2 stones for each stages. They're just simple link leveling stages, right? So I mean, right, it's a link level rate of 45, and you just complete them as often as you can. Every other couple of days, and then you get 2 stones for completion. So that's 140 plus 5 more. That's 145 stones right there. So looking pretty good already. We haven't even hit the banner release time yet. This will drop here in just a couple of hours. As well, in a couple of hours, we have the next stage of the ultimate thrilling battle, and this one's got quite a few more stones, right? Of course, you get your single stone, so for completion. So 146. Looking here, we've got another 7. No, that's stage 1. Where is it? Stage 2. We have... Here they are. All right, so all these challenge missions, of course, we'll have a guide up for this. So 47, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, and 161. So 161 so far. And again, we're not even at the banners yet. We will have and then of course dropping tonight within a few hours, we will have the Broly, Chilai, and Lemo Easy A stage, and that's another 33 stones you're going to get tonight. So 61 plus 33, right? That puts us at 194, right? So almost 200 dragon stones already. Looking really, really good. Of course, we've got another super battle road, and then yeah, we've got another super battle road, and that puts us at right, six stones for completion. And I believe this one is legendary existence. Another 6 for, or 8 rather, for extreme super battle road. That'll put us and I believe this is terrifying conquerors, right? And so that looking up, and then of course we have in the next world tournament, so that's another 50 dragon stones right here. Part 2 is pretty packed, and then of course 11 stones for Pets on Battle. So looking really, really stacked here on just the sheer amount of content we are getting in Part 2 here, right? It is a lot, right? This is probably the biggest chunk of stones you're gonna get. This is everything in Part 2 up until Part 3 starts, when we get the... And then again, in Part 3, it's really just the Easy A's for the 6th-year anniversaries, and then, of course, the Easy A's for the free-to-play units. So, I mean, it's a pretty good deal, all things considered, what you're getting here. So, you know, definitely make sure you grind all of this out, as this is... You know, there's a pretty hefty chunk of stones that you're going to be able to use in, right? There's still more stages to come for Supreme Magnificent Battle and a few of these other events too as well, so don't forget about that. So now, the big question on everybody's mind, aside from the near 200 dragon stones you're going to get, is when do Beast and the Gammas drop? Everybody's waiting on Beast. Well, there's a simple way to figure that out, and if I can just navigate over here real quick, I'll show you guys in game. So... all right, if we look at the news, the previous, we got to find part 1 here. So if we look at part 1, one of the easiest way to figure out when this is going to happen is to look at, where is it? Where are they? We got to find the Dragonstone and the Kai banner sales. Oh, here they are. Right, so if we look at the Dragonstone sales, these are lasting until the 24th at 7:59 p.m. And then, of course, the Kai banner is going to 7:25 at 8:30 p.m. on Hawaii Standard Time. So sometime between that date on the 24th, when those go away, and the arrival of the Kai banner should be the drop of Beast Gohan. It's almost always the case when dealing with this. Now, they could drop it early, but I doubt they would drop them without putting the new sales in there. And this pretty much lines up with what we see in game. So if I'm going to show you guys in game real quick here. So if you guys just kind of look real here, we see that there's about 185 hours left on Broly's banner. So we know that these discounts, they told us in Dokkan now that these discounts are going to last until the end of part 1, so, or at least until the next banner drops. So we can kind of use that as our jumping off point. So if we come back over here to our screen here, we'll go ahead and plug this in to our hour converter. So 185 hours, right, is about 7.5 days from where we are right now, right? So 7.5 days on our calendar, right? It is currently the 17th as I am recording this video. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So roughly 7.5 days, right? The 24th to the 25th is when we should be seeing the arrival of the Beast Gohan banner. It's one of these 2 days. It's possible it could start as early as the 23rd, with maybe a quick overlap of the discounts. But, you know, especially because Dokkan likes to drop things on Tuesdays. However, I mean, given the time frame of the banner, the Kai's banners, and the stone sales, it's more likely between one of these 2 days. We won't have an exact time, obviously, until they tell us what that exact time is, or they tell us when, you know, through the data download. But, you know, sometime between the 24th to the 25th, so is what we can roughly assume here. Now, this does kind of line up based on that as well when we look at the release of Beast Gohan on JP, right? When we look at Beast Gohan on JP, he released on the 15th, when the actual start of the the start from part 1 of the anniversary was on the 28th of January, right? So if we go back to our little calendar here, let's just scroll back here to January, right? So 28th of January right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 days from the start of the campaign is when Beast Gohan dropped on JP. So if we come back and we flip over to our July campaign here, right? Our campaign began on, where is it? The 6th, right? The 6th of July is when our campaign began. So if we take a look once again at our calendar, right? So starting from the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Falls in line, 24th to the 25th. It'll really just kind of depend on what your time zone is, right? I'm looking at Hawaii Standard Time because that's my time zone. But of course, right, it'll be different for your time zones. Some of you more on the East Coast, like where I am currently on my trip, right? It's going to probably be more towards the 25th when Beast Gohan drops. Again, we'll have an exact time frame when the banners themselves drop. Through the data download, we'll get all that information. We'll know exactly when they drop, but it's a pretty rough estimation. And hey, between now and then, you've got close to 200 stones you can be grinding. So make sure you stay tuned for all of our videos on the content that is ahead. We will be sure to cover it for you, help you guys through those guides. And hey, enjoy part 2 of your 9th anniversary. So guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, how deep are you going for Beast Gohan? How many stones you got right now? How many are you spending? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.